What's going on here?
Bears? I don't. What you got going on? Oh, and you don't have near on anything to work with. That is a bad loot situation to be dealing with. See, E-Arena is also kind of in a weird position, stopping out any reinforcements coming up from Na'Vi. So Falcons just trying to hold it, but Bears playing this really well for right now. Is he going to go for the flush? Is he going to try to hold it together? Looks like he's just going to go to try to hold it. Stepping in, waiting for somebody to step around that corner. Not going to find it just quite yet, but at least staying alive. Reinforcements, so as I was mentioning, not the easiest path. E-Arena kind of stopping them out, taking a couple of shots, maybe slowing them.
That means this fight is going to have to come to a head, and it's going to have to be finished as quickly as possible for these guys. As Tigger just wants to get involved with that M16.
Shotguns from Rello. Playing it careful. Nade's going to be coming out.
Good flashbang.
Yep, steps away from it. Now can he step back in? Numbers advantage should make this pretty clean, but yep. Soset's the one that gets spotted out, and I think that we saw a window juke come out just a moment ago. Yep, he's just dancing around everywhere right now, dude.
There is the SMG working big for him, but not going to let him escape as Snakers goes down once again, but should be resible, I believe. Hakatori back on his feet. Diffix now coming to provide some support. Flood.
7 bullets.
He's got him out in the middle of nowhere. Flood, look at him. He's so mad. I would be too. That sucks.
I mean, we just seen SMGs everywhere, and I'm loving it right now. Rello trying to step around with an AR, put in some work, but this is a super low economy fight. Not a lot of armors to be had, no helmets you can see walking around on Rello right now. That's why all these peaks just get more nerve-wracking every single step of the way. E-Arena continuing to hear this, moving into more advantageous positions to see if they can try to vulture up something, but it's going to be raw. Spots out Diffx, does manage to take him down.
And Sizzy back on that high ground, looking down in this direction. M16's abound for E-Arena. We saw one find some success as Hakatori now the last player left up for Na'Vi. We'll spot out Roth. He has no healing, no helmet, practically no vest. Sizzy almost gets reload, but Bobo, where's 4 a.m.?
4 a.m. is up on the top side of Stalber, maneuvering down just kind of the south of this position, really getting in some good angles, and it just feels like everything is getting exploited over here. All of 4 angry men, they don't care about the circle. They're stepping into this. E-Arena is still running a 2-2 split of some type to deal with it, but Falcons in so much trouble. Even if they survive this, Hakatori has no meds, he has no ammo, he's just trying to find something. Falcons are going to be in a similar position. Look at their economy, and they're going to have to move halfway across the map.
Oh, this is so brutal for Falcons right now, but if I'm 4 a.m., you've got to push into this. You're running out of time at this point to really start collecting points.
Most of our teams are going for a center position. The Falcons push finally coming out. I mean, Hakatori, I don't know what type of ammo that he managed to find inside this building, but I think last time I saw him, he had 26 bullets to work with. He's got to make every single one of these count, but you can see, still no helmets, damaged armor stepping in. They've got to make sure that they know the angle's going to be coming out from. They do spot him, finally finish that one out, but now they have the problem of rotation ahead of them.
As we see Ike's left and company trying to make the push into the smokes. They do have that wild card factor of Sir T just off to the west, but it doesn't look like he's going to get involved. It doesn't look like they need him to get involved because they are just running through the 4 a.m. boys.
Valley Ty is taking the shots in the backside of 4 angry men at the absolute worst moment. Distracted them. Petrichor Road exploits it, just runs directly into it, sitting at 4 kills right now. They have finally a section of the map that they can control inside the circle. 4 angry men, though, they've just got to cut out just 2 angry men at the time, as Falcons, you can see, do find themselves a spot inside the zone. Still not the most looted, but slowly getting there.
Yeah, they just yoinked a kill away from FaZe, too, as FaZe crashed onto the other E-Arena compound, and they managed to wipe them out with some well-placed grenades and a little bit of assistance from the Falcons boys. But now you see Xiaobei at an angle is going to get the knock on the Snakers. It's not easy spot here for Falcons to play, but it's working for the time being.
Every FaZe fan excited that the weakened Falcons are just going to be to their south. The circle moves more into the fields, so we're going to have a ton of hay bales. That position that we saw the Freaks moving into just a moment ago, that hillside, going to be very strong inside the circle, man.
Boy, I want to talk about the rich getting richer as well. Freaks, they've been playing the north for some time here, and they are just controlling pretty much all of that field. They see everything. They know everything. They've got some of their own to play with. Is Pero going to turn their attention over towards BB Team? And right now, they are ahead, as I believe it's just a doozy and best of luck left.
Oh, this is getting a bit more hazardous. BB Team trying to regroup over here, but you can see Petrichor Road back up against the wall, trying to get some more damage out. AGG Sir T is back behind BBT. You can see they're trying to move in. Might be able to spot this. A doozy wants to see if he can get something. Does go for play, but it's actually going to be Sir T that goes for the shots in, finishing that one out.
Oh no. You hate to see that if you're Petrichor Road, but you love it if you're AGG. And now a doozy has to put all of his attention. It's still a 1v1 here. If he can get this flush onto 13 there, actually it's going to be Alo that gets it. So maybe we can get some BB team revives coming in here, but TSM is crashing down.
I mean, TSM, they want every bit of that 1v1, so just couldn't get the distraction from Sir T. Stop them out. FaZe trying to make their push in. They went right exactly where Freaks were already defended up at. Does manage to get a knock in. Salute's going to have to come over and reinforce. Team still playing on the outside, trying to control more. The only member that is still up. He is not inside the zone and has no easy pathing. Look at all of the mortars just flying right now. This is so open. This is a horrible place if you are getting mortared, and it's going all into the Freaks' direction.
It started as a 2-2 trade, but then the mortars came in, and now James is just going to have to run on out of there and try to wrap around back down to the south. He does have one solo player in Roth for the Falcons that's still alive that he may run into, but KDF, they held off the charge. They get everybody back on their feet once again. They would love to. I would like to see him go and flush these kills out, at least confirm those points. Yep, there we go.
I think that they're afraid to go for a peek. T1 was kind of eyeing this line a second ago. Plus, they've got a bit of shell shock. All those mortars kind of landing down on top of them, being a bit more precarious with their approach. Valley Tai is going to be rotating up back behind this, but we have VP that's trying to gatekeep out what's going on with 17 right now while they're getting harassed by TSM. So they're going to have to relent that defensive line, maybe allowing 17 to make a bit more of a rotation as Roth does finally get spotted out.
Oh man, I hate playing these cliff sides here. It just always seems so tough. VP not even going to be the one that does the damage here. It's going to be Raining. T1 just forcing 17 to have to push into to VP here, and at least the first spray will come out. Suju will find the first knock onto Ibiza.
17 just has to fight their way through. They've got T1 on one angle, and they've got VP on the other. There is just nothing that they can manage to make work. TSM, though, wanted to try to exploit anything that 17 managed to set up. They don't manage to do it. So instead, TSM's just going to hard push, directly run right up into the faces of VP, but VP is doing a great job of trying to defend everything that's been thrown at them so far. Looks back in, do manage to get the knock onto Alo, so TSM, they still need to finish this fight and walk into the circle, but VP has their own plan in mind. Sitting at 3 kills right now, 2 members still up. They have all of the control and defense.
Yeah, TSM kind of feeling themselves right now. 5 kills in the bag, and they are going to go ahead and push onto this compound. Purdy Curdy holding the line, just making sure that they can get this revive onto Alo through the smokes. He's just continuing to smoke off any of the angles that VP may have onto their revive. As Quizzy, he's got, oh no, we've seen this before.
You may have the numbers advantage for now, says my Panzerfaust. That's why they kept retreating up to the top of this. They're trying to bait out the stairwell so they can just line in with the Panzerfaust. Doesn't look like TSM's going to take the bait, but they're going to have to do something here pretty quick. The circle is condensing down right now. They've got to make some type of play. It's going to be blue zone in it. Try to force it out, but Quizzy just doesn't manage to spot him out. The smoke's going to deny. He can hear the footsteps. He's going to go for the shot. No, he gets spotted. And now VP in a lot of trouble. Just one member up, and it's just a ton of TSM around it.
Yeah, at this point, I think Luka Rux is just trying to waste their time 2024 as he mollies off the staircase. Will find one, but won't find anybody else. TSM going to pick up another kill. And now Luke12, they can get him back on their feet and get back into this game. TSM just running things right now.
TSM is having a great day so far, and
Absolutely.
they're just going to throw Alo in their pocket and make a run into the zone. They're going to have high ground and a ton of information to work with, while Cerberus is going to try to hold out this Valley Tai defense. Salute also to the north. You can see flexing out, seeing if he can find an angle and what's going to be going on. This is a very interesting circle as we have KDF up to the north of it, and then we're going to have TSM to the south. And everything else is going to be kind of in a valley point with a ton of vision for those 2 squads to work around.
And Cerberus pull off the ballsy Circle 4 E-pickup are now causing all types of problems for Valley Tai. The smoke wall going to slow things down for a while here, and it's going to send some utility back in return, and one of those blue zone grenades try to slow them down a little bit more. Hisaki will find one. Actually going to be Human that gets the last hit into Latte, and now Unique will go down as well, so it's just down to Kiss and Megalos.
Ty cannot find a way to make that work. Harassment's already coming out from the TSM line on one angle. Salute creeping closer by the second. Ty wants to take a second and reset. Cerberus wants the same thing, but it's just unrelenting right now. A shot's going to be coming out from the Freaks. They're going to go ahead and finish that one out on one side of it. Ty thinks that they might have an opportunity to move forward, but while Freaks are trying to move into this firefight, Luna's going to force them onto a new angle. Ty gets the time that they need to try to reset, get some of their meds back in position. Looks in. Kiss is going to be able to get the knock onto Bean, and the rest of the Freaks are kind of stalled out. Heaven's at distance, and you can see the knocks on the secondary damage is causing too big of a problem. TSM continuing to rain down those bullets.
I mean, TSM is shooting over here. Luna Galaxy is shooting over here. There just seems to be no safe angle. You got to keep those smokes refreshed. You got to keep them going back and forth here as you see Human going to take one right to the dome from TSM. But they will get everybody back on their feet. Ty now down to Kiss. Kiss going to make the push through the blue zone. What a play.
Kiss has just been holding this defense together right now. He needs to make something happen. They've got to finish this out. This is going to be a terrible rotation. They managed to spot it. Kiss wants some more, but there's just so much secondary damage coming in. He can't take the time to stop. Heaven wants to try to finish it out. Does manage to spot out Kiss. Gets the knock onto him. And this is a long-range 1v1 with everybody else from Luna and TSM just trying to feast on any kill that pops into vision.
Oh, and it looks like Megalos is just going to go ahead and lie prone. And just we're back to wasting time here. Heaven not even in zone as the new circle has popped. It's going to go off to the left. TSM still using that high ground to their advantage. T1 is just sitting there in their compound, just magnets on their shoes for this zone. We'll see if they can maybe stop the movable object that is TSM right now.
11 kills for TSM, 7 for Freaks. The rich are getting richer by the second. 83 points with a 9-point lead over Ty. So these guys neck and neck. That's why they were going for it. They want to try to get some security and trying to take out the teammates, but it was mutually assured destruction as finally Ty is going to go down. So Freaks going to at least get some points out of survival. 7 looks like he managed to get back into his vehicle, but he can't make a rotation, dude. You can see I think he's just going to feed it over the blue maybe. Yep, that's what he's going to do. So Luna, T1, and TSM all up on top of each other, 4v4v3.
A little low on ammo there, Kirk. Might want to stop down and get something up off of those VP boys. Is T1 going to send some more shots back in return, force them to not peek over that ridge line. But now TSM is in a little bit of a pickle here because you got T1 looking at you, you got Luna Galaxy looking at you as well, and everybody is expecting you to push down, and here it comes. The smokes haven't even bloomed yet. luke12 going to try to send it. Good shots from Purdy will prevent End from just free farming onto him.
Oh, Raining was the side angle onto this. Does spot out Purdy. Purdy's going to make it more complicated. See the rest of the squad seeing if maybe they can deny out anything that's going to be going on. Raining's kind of the sacrificial pawn over here, but more of a queen. He is just making sure to hold down every single play, deny it out. Luna now moving forward, realizing the opportunity in front of them. They have to be careful. luke12 could have some vision in, but a good nade is going to stop anything TSM is trying to cook over here.
Just nothing they could do at the end there as luke12 will hide out in the crates for as long as he can. LG, they are Luna Galaxy rather, pulled up on the high ground there, but they immediately were spotted by T1. They'll have to retreat once again, but they've got their backs against the blue. There's not really a clear path for them to get into this next zone.
Yeah, this is just very well defended right now from T1. They've got this entrenched position. They've got the walls. They've got that bit of a dip around the road, and they can exploit so much. Opposing side of this one, Luna is all having to funnel in right on top of each other. Luke's kind of the point that they're having to funnel into. T1's Raining, you can see slowly creeping out. Kraken's trying to find something. Does get the knock. That's going to be big. Can this be enough for Luna to find some way to maneuver around the zone?
Luna getting blessed with that compound for quite some time, but you see the kills just not there, and they need more points. Only 16 on the day so far. They've still got another day to play, but they would like to get over 30 before all is said and done here today. But it's going to be tough sledding here with this last circle being the way it is. They're already now lost Heaven, raining down as well, so 2v2 essentially.
This is such a hard push coming out from Luna. They're trying to find something, but look at the defended walls, everything along those lines. They've got some cover to work around. T1 has trees, they've got cover, they've got recessed positions to play from. So trying to go for some reses and continue in. It's just an attrition battle. Every single step Luna takes is coming at a cost of health and utility. Meanwhile, TSM might want some vengeance back. Looks like they're prepped up, just waiting. Looks like, yeah, I dare you to look in here. I think that you have some cover. I dare you.
I will blind you so fast, sir. We've seen
Oh, and even if they step up, if Luna steps up to go after T1, it's going to be in perfect. Oh, yeah, just going to pop out, and he goes for the shots, gets a knock on one, gets the second one. Luke clings to life, 14 kills for TSM, but it's going to be multiple T1 members just running in, trying to pick up some more, but not going to find it. Valiant effort coming up from TSM, but at the end of the day, it's going to be T1 that gets the victory.